Hello there, I'm Mayor Judy Paul, and thank you for participating in today's virtual Memorial Day event. For the past 10 years, I have had the honor as your mayor to present an opening Memorial Day speech along with our numerous past distinguished guest speakers. This year is no different. While COVID-19 is impacting the operations, I still felt the need to participate. It is my duty, it is my honor, and I would have it no other way. President Harry Truman once said, "Our debt to the heroic men and valiant women in the service of our country can never be repaid. They have earned our undying gratitude. America will never forget their sacrifices." There are so many other distinguished quotes, but this touched me tremendously. Today, I want to honor the men and women who so valiantly served our country, remember their achievements, their courage, dedication, and selflessness. Where would we be without them? Memorial Day has been observed on the last Monday in May since 1968, when Congress passed the Uniform Monday Holiday Act. It is a day of remembrance for those soldiers who have died in service to this nation. We all know someone who has made the ultimate sacrifice, a brother, a sister, a neighbor. They all stood up ready to serve our country, and today we stand up for them. The service members who we honor every year come from various walks of life, different cultures, ethnicity, and beliefs, but they all joined for a cause greater than themselves. They fought for freedom, freedom they all envisioned would benefit mothers, fathers, children, siblings, neighbors, and the countrymen and women of this nation for generations to come. We cannot forget the significant hardships and steep price military families pay for our freedom. Their family members leave their homes, they lose out on spending holidays and quality time with their loved ones to fight a battle they never knew the outcome of, and for which some never lived to see the outcome. These are normal, everyday men and women who decided to take up this call to become heroes, our heroes, and never asked for anything in return. The medals we award our soldiers, the monuments erected in their honor, the streets we name after them, all in memory of their bravery and to show our love and respect. Today I ask for your help in saluting our military personnel who have served in the branches of the military: United States Army, United States Marine Corps, United States Navy, United States Air Force, United States Coast Guard. Thank you for your bravery, and thank you for answering the call to duty. We owe a great deal to you all. While we are unable to gather due to the pandemic, today I urge you to ceremoniously take a moment to remember, honor, and pay your respect and gratitude to those who have served our country. This small gesture is one way to thank those who made the ultimate sacrifice for you and me. At this time, let us observe a moment of silence to remember all those who died in service to this nation. Thank you. Now let us go forth and never forget every brave man and woman who fought in the rain, wind, mud, in the cold, through tears, tiredness, sleepless nights, and injury. We honor you, and we can never repay you. For your sacrifices, we are enjoying the freedom and opportunities others wished they had, and because of you, generations to come will continue to enjoy freedom. God bless you and your families. God bless our troops. God bless Davie, and God bless America.
By the Pines, Miramar, Composite Squadron, Civil Air Patrol, Color Guard, please rise for the presentation of the colors. The national anthem will be sung for us today by Jalen Jacques of Westminster Academy. Eagle Scout Nathan Anselmo of Boy Scout Troop and Crew 317 will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the
Color Guard Postcards. A big round of applause for the Civil Air Patrol. We are pleased to have with us today Reverend Davie, who will offer up the invocation. Reverend Davie. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let us pray. Blessed God of our fathers and mothers, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, we give you great thanks and praise that you're with us here today. We thank you for this august gathering. Mostly, dear Lord, we thank you for the beautiful lives of every soldier, every sailor, every airman, every Marine, every special operator, and every intelligence agent who serves this great nation, who serves this most high God. We thank you, dear Lord, for these brave men and women who are. We mourn their loss. We remember them fully. We thank you for their service. Dear Lord, bless them, bless us, be with us this day and evermore as we memorialize these brave people today and always. Amen.
You may be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for taking time out of your day to be with us in recognition and remembrance of all of those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice in service to this nation. Due to the current state of the world, we unfortunately were unable to hold the annual Memorial Day tribute to honor our men and women in uniform. But regardless, it is important we take time and remember them. It is our responsibility. I would like to take a moment and recognize all of those among us who have served or are currently serving, as well as anyone who has lost a loved one in service. To say the least, we are humbled and grateful for your sacrifices. We know they are great, and we commend the demonstrations of courage and strength that you have no doubt shown through the most difficult of times. My name is Tyler Schade. I'm an Eagle Scout from Troop 442, a Vigil Honor member of the Order of the Arrow, Oshadka Lodge, and a proud Scout in South Florida Council. I was asked to give this speech partly because of my passion for scouting, but also because I'll soon be joining the Army. I was asked to talk about myself and my experiences, to tell you why I want to serve. However, that's not what I want to tell you. That's not what today is for. Today, Memorial Day, is about honoring those of us who gave the ultimate sacrifice, those of us who had the courage to go above and beyond the call of duty, the ones who didn't come home. More than 1.1 million men and women have died in wartime throughout the span of our nation's history. In fact, more people were killed in World War II alone than currently living in the city of New Orleans. This, of course, does not even begin to take into account those who were wounded or went missing. That number is closer to 2.8 million, just slightly more than the city of Chicago. These numbers should truly humble us, as they represent people, individuals who were brothers, husbands, sisters, friends. These were people woven into the fabrics of communities across the nation. They were loved, they were mourned, and they're missed. Personally, I cannot comprehend the moment when you send your loved one off to war. You must watch them disappear out of your line of sight, knowing that it may very well be the last time you'll see them. Hug them and tell them you love them. This is the reality for many of our families in this country. It's all too easy for those of us who have never suffered such losses to see past these holes that were left in our families and communities. Oftentimes we can overlook these sacrifices made by the men and women. However, we must not forget. Today is our opportunity to reflect. Memorial Day is our chance to recognize the lives and sacrifices of everyone who has served, to make their memory lasting. It is an important day on which we ground ourselves to the reality that every Gold Star family knows. Our way of life has been shaped and made possible by those who have served and by those who are lost. I would encourage you to get to know the stories of those heroes within your community, those local heroes who really committed true valor. I believe it takes a special kind of person to want to serve your country, to serve your community. Everyone who serves has a reason, and they may very well be different and unique in why they decided to serve. However, I believe that one reason is out of love. Love for one another. We cannot forget these men and women are just that, people. People who have families and responsibilities at home that they are choosing to put aside for you, a stranger, someone they will never meet, but still they serve out of love. They're the ones who face the darkness in the tunnel, the ones who combat true evil, the ones who stop those that seek to destroy our way of life. They are our heroes, they are American soldiers, and they will be remembered. For that, and much more, we thank them. To the soldiers, we may not always show our gratitude as we should, and it can be easy to complain about the daily inconveniences we experience at home, which are nothing compared to your struggles. But please know we are grateful. Your selfless service and acts of courage have not gone unnoticed, and they never will. We're not perfect, and we make mistakes, but no, we will not forget. Thank you for keeping us and our families safe. Thank you all for joining in today's tribute. I hope you keep our military men and women and the sacrifices they made close to your heart today and throughout the rest of the year. And I challenge you, take a minute and think of those whose service and sacrifice you're grateful for. Thank you. Have a blessed day and be safe. Happy New Year.
George here for that weekend.
On this solemn occasion, and in honor of the many who have made the ultimate sacrifice of their blood and their lives, it is now time for the placement of the wreaths. The red wreath representing the town of Davie, Mayor Judy Paul. The white wreath representing the South Florida Council, Cliff Freewell. And the blue wreath representing the Scoutmasters Camporee, Janine Kingston. At this time, if you are a member of the Gold Star family, please stand. Thank you. This year's event patch commemorates the invasion of Grenada. On October 25th, 1983, the U.S. Army's Rapid Deployment Force, the 1st and 2nd Ranger Battalions of the 82nd Airborne Division Paratroopers, the United States Marines, U.S. Army Delta Force, the United States Navy SEALs, and other combined forces constituting 7,600 troops from the United States, Jamaica, and members of the regional security system, defeated Grenadian resistance after a low-altitude airborne assault by the 75th Rangers on Point Salines Airport on the southern end of the island, and a Marine helicopter and amphibious landing occurred on the northern end Please form ranks and remain in formation until a final salute is presented. Before we begin, let us never, ever, ever forget the sacrifices that all veterans, men and women, have made. They served our country and served us well, to preserve and protect the freedoms that we enjoy today. And let us not, by recognizing the veterans here today, forget the men and women who gave so valiantly in our nation's conflicts so long ago. Veterans of the Revolutionary War, the War of 1812, the Spanish-American War, the Civil War, and World War I. I now call forward any and all veterans that are present who gave of themselves from World War II. These men and women today salute their fallen comrades who gave their all in service to our great nation, the United States of America. Would everyone please rise while Sergeant First Class Tony Gomez plays taps. You are dismissed. May the heartfelt thanks of a grateful nation go with you. Please return to your seats. In accordance with the National Moment of Remembrance Act of 2000, please stop what you are doing at 3 p.m. today to honor those who have died in service to the United States. On behalf of the Scoutmasters Camp Marine Committee in the town of Davie, thank you for attending today's service. We hope that you leave this place with a newfound feeling of pride and a renewed sense of patriotism for your country. Let us never forget the gratitude we owe the veterans of our great nation. Let us always be mindful of the sacrifices so many have made for the nation. Anyone who would like to have their flag placed on a veteran's grave, they bring the flags forward at this time. The flags will be collected in front of the stage. These flags will be placed on the veteran's grave this Veterans Day. The memorial service for 2018, sponsored by the town of Davie and the Scoutmaster Camp Relief Committee, is completed. Thank you.
Thanks for sticking in there with me, Steph.